So in those 1920s, this is the type of gowns they usually, almost every of the occasional gowns is corset. Do you understand? That is what they usually. So now, one person now came and introduced 3 type of dresses. Now, this particular person's name, as you can see, looking at the name, this is a shift dress. So we are going to first start from the definition of a shift dress. Then from definition, we go back to a little bit of history, brief history. Then we now talk about the different types of shift dress. Then we now talk about the importance. So let's start from the definition. What is a shift dress? Okay. Now let me explain it in this simple way. Any dress that you can wear directly from your head, that in most cases doesn't even need you to kind of sometimes open a zip. You understand? Like any clothes that is not fitted that you can wear, that is mostly above the knee. Examples of those dresses are your normal A-line gowns. Do you understand? And your normal straight cut gowns. Yes. Remember what I said? A free dress that hangs from the shoulder all the way down. Now, it is not a fitted dress. It is not a dress that tries to target your waist. Do you understand what I mean? Waist is supposed to be the tiniest point of the tiniest region around the body. Do you understand? Now, it is not supposed to target the waist. What do I mean by that? If your shape is like this, an hourglass, look at it. If your shape is like an hourglass, a shift dress is not supposed to target in order to enter inside. Do you understand? A shift dress, in most cases, doesn't even mind about your. See. Are you saying it? It doesn't care much about your waist. Do you understand? It's just from the shoulder all the way down above the knee length. That is what a shift dress is. So examples of shift dress are, by me looking at the image, you guys know this type of dresses, right? You notice that you have seen it. In most cases we wear it. Do you understand? So by me looking at it, this is a short A-line dress. Now, let me show you something. Like I said, a shift dress can come as an A-line. It can come as also a straight cut. Are you saying it? But in most cases, it doesn't come as a pencil, because pencil in most cases is mainly for a more fitted dress. Now, let me make you understand this thing. These days, there are modifications to shift dress. There are shift dress now these days that is a little bit more like fitted, unlike those days. Do you understand? Now, there is also this modification that you can also make a pencil shift dress. Do you understand? I just want you to understand this thing. What did I say? A shift dress is a free dress, a dress that has body ease. Do you understand? Yes, that is not tight. Sometimes it has a bust that. Yes, it has a bust just to give fit into the bust. Which what I'm trying to say is that in most cases the bust usually have shape. Do you understand? Sometimes it's a little bit fitted around it, then it can now go all the way down. Without considering the shape of the waist. Remember what I said, without considering the shape of the waist. Example are short A-line dresses, short straight cut dresses. Sometimes pencil short straight cut can also go, not fitted pencil gowns. So let's talk about a brief history. Now, first of all, why did they even call it shift dress? Why did they even call it shift dress? Normally, when they ask you to define a shift dress, you can define it. But the question is, why did they even name it shift dress? Like sometimes they will now ask you your name. If your name is Angela, they will now ask, why did they name you Angela? Sometimes most of our parents have reasons why they name us. Do you understand? Like now, my name is Chukwuebuka. There is a reason my parents told me why they named me Chukwuebuka. Do you understand? Some people can just name, but all I know is that before you name your child, you must reason the meaning, and there must be a reason behind it. Do you understand? So what is the reason behind the name shift dress? Now let me tell you guys something, a little bit of small history. In those days, olden days, let's call it 1920s. Do you understand? Those days they've not even born your mother and father. If you notice, or if you have watched all these olden things, you notice the type of dress. Who can tell me the type of dress they usually wear? Can you tell me the type of dress they usually wear olden days? Occasions. Don't you watch all these American or old movies that they'll be doing, like, do you understand what I mean? Like, they will just be doing, even sometimes all these their parties. What is that dress that the female usually wear that is so prominent in those old days? That when you wear it, they will also see you as royal, luxury, and everything. Can anybody tell me?
Yes, I do.
That's it. She said ball gown. Those gowns that used to be full here. Do you understand? Yes. One thing that you did not mention, but I know is exactly that guy you are talking about. When you say ball gown can never be any other thing rather than a corset ball gown. If you notice, it is those ones that when you see them, they even use machine to even lace the. Sometimes you see them, they will use machine and the thing will just be very, very tight on them. They'll be tightening it in order to make sure that it has fit in here. Do you understand? So in those 1920s, this is the type of gowns they usually. Almost every of the occasional gowns is corset. Do you understand? That is what they usually. So now, one person now came and introduced 3 type of dresses. Now, this particular person's name is Chanel. She will know Chanel. He's a very prominent, legendary designer. In fact, there are even products of Chanel products now. It's a very luxury name. Do you understand? So he came and introduced a type of dress that will enable you walk around freely. I think people notice if you have watched some of these things, so when those people are walking, they're just walking like this. You understand? Like everywhere is filled with their clothes. They cannot even sit properly. Nothing. Sometimes the clothes might even make them fall. Do you understand? So this guy now introduced a type of dress that will enable you go to occasions without, you understand, being so uncomfortable and the rest, without being so busy everywhere, busy, or maybe your body is so tight. And this type of dress will not enable you do things very well. Now, it cannot brought out this word. It can enable you shift very well. Do you understand? That is where the name actually came from. A dress that can enable you shift as you like. Do you understand? A dress that will enable you walk as you like, do the things that you want to do. Do you understand? That's where that name came. Then another way they will also say, okay, the meaning of this term is like shift in culture. You know, the normal way of doing things. Now we now have a different way of doing things. Do you understand? The official culture then was corsetry kind of wears. Do you understand? Now there is a shift in the culture. So that is another way you can also say this is how they brought out this name. Hope people understand the thing. Okay. I know most of you will be like, what's the sense of this history? People don't understand. All these things are very, very necessary. Like extremely necessary. If you're a designer and you come in a place, you just want to make a point, and you now start from a particular story. Or maybe you go to a business conference meeting, or maybe you need investors for your business, and they now ask you one question. You now have to explain to them in details about something. In fact, you even have to refer them back to 1920s. Let me tell you the truth. If people are 100 that came, and there's only 2 or 3 persons that were able to, explain their craft very well, and they refer back, let me tell you the truth, you have advantage over other people. Do you understand? And you yourself knowing how something emanated means that there's no way you will not know that particular thing very, very well more than others. So that's why sometimes you see me and try to explain these little things so that we will understand it very, very. So that if you are making this type of dress, you know what you're making. You even know where the dress is coming from. There are so many designers these days that do not even know the meaning of designer. Do you know that one? They call themselves, sometimes when you call them tailor, they'll say, no, I'm not tailor. I'm a fashion designer. Ask them what's the meaning of fashion designer. Can you define tailor? They cannot define it for you. So why do you call yourself tailor? Do you even know the meaning of tailor? Is tailor even a very bad name? It's not. So why you see some of these people, if you call them tailor, they'll be so offended. It's because they don't even know the meaning of tailor. If you do the work of a tailor, you're a tailor. There is a contract I signed with one of my customers. It's I put there in a tailoring service, and that is actually what I do. You understand? I can be a designer in my that lane of designing. But when people bring clothes for me to sew, sometimes they bring style. It's a tailoring service and nothing there. If somebody calls me a tailor, my tailor, I will answer. Or if you want to generalize me, you can generalize me into whatever thing you want. That's why you see some people, they will name a particular person, Dr. Mrs. Professor Kekerike. Do you understand? It's because you cannot identify somebody with only one thing, assuming the person has different ways to identify that person. If you like, you can merge all of them. So you can also call me tailor / fashion designer. Do you understand? Fashion designer / or I'm even more of a fashion instructor self. You see, you can call me fashion instructor / tailor / if you like / accidentality. I don't care. All I know is that at least you have identified me with one thing inside those things you got to. So that is the history. So now, if somebody asks you, you are making a chic dress, and somebody now asks you, where did that name come from? Who introduced that name? Who introduced this type of dress? Can you be able to defend yourself? Now let's go to types. Now these types I'm mentioning, it's not like the major types, it's just that the few types you guys know. We have A-line type of sheep dress. Remember what I told you guys? Sheep dress, most cases, are the length of sheep dress are above the knee. Do you understand? They are short dresses, mostly above the knee. Okay, so don't think that they are mostly below the knee. Remember I said that these days we have so many modifications. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, people will always modify. People will always modify. So now we have A-line sheep dress. You guys know what I mean by A-line? You guys have done A-line skate bar? Yeah? And you guys know what I mean by A-line? Okay, now A-line is like A-line now is like the alphabet. You guys already know. If people did an A-line scale, A-line scale is something like this. Are you seeing it? Okay. The same thing to A-line gown. A-line gown, look at it from the let's say from this particular sheep dress. It's not mostly from the waist. Do you understand what I mean? It's mostly from the bust. It can flow down. Now, or from, let's say you can modify your own to be from the under bust. Do you understand? From the bust, from the, now look at it. Any type of dress that is like this. Now look, let's say this one is from under bust. Are you seeing it? It will now flay like this. Are you seeing it? This is called the A-line sheep dress. Or if he chooses to flay from here, the bust line. Are you seeing it? Now look, people have seen this type of dress never. From like it flays like this. People have always seen it. Okay, it is called A-line sheet dress. Do you understand? Some people even used to call it flay short gown or something. Do you understand? It's called A-line sheet dress because it's free. Do you understand? It's hanging all the way from the bust and shoulder. Okay, so now if from the under bust it chooses to go this way, if from the under it chooses to go to the hip, and from the hip straight down, it is called what? No, from the hip straight down, not from the hip now entering inside. No, from the hip directly down to the gown leg. It is called what? A straight cut. A straight cut shift. Now, do you understand? Okay, now let me still explain this again. This is the neck. Now look at it. This is the neck. So from here, this is the under bust. Now flay down. Are you seeing it? So free, the dress is free. It can be sleeveless, it can have a sleeve. Those are the things we know about sheep dress. It can be sleeveless, it can have it. So now look at it, it's a sheep dress. All the way from the under bust all the way down. Now look at this one. From this armhole region, let's call it as chest length. People also know that our armhole points and armpit is also our chest length. Check it now, you will see it now. From here, just go to, you see that's almost at your breast. So now, from here now look. People already know this guy in fact. This is also a sheep dress. Do you understand? Please, you can put any embellishment, any modification on your sheep dress. So people know that on this sheep dress now, please, this was not how the 1920s sheep dress was. Do you understand? But I'm just saying, on this particular sheep dress now, if you make it to be short, and you now come and put this kind of my combat pocket, come and put it like around here. I'm just saying, guys. Come and put it like around here. And it will be very short. You know what I mean now? Above the knee. Above the knee. Now come and carry your canvas. And now wear it. Like you look so nice. So nice. So this one now is also an A-line. Do you understand? Like I told you before. Stretch cut is. Now look at stretch cut. Have you seen stretch cut? Now I've removed the A. It's now straight. This is stretch cut. Okay. So these are the little. Now let me still show you another example. As this one is now, I can also choose to embellish it more. It is also a sheep dress. Now what will I do? I will now reduce the length more. It will no longer be comfortable to wear. Yes. To not, let's say it's here already. I'll reduce it to here. It will no longer be comfortable. So I will now come and get pleating material and pleats. People used to also see it in children's dress now. And not just only children, we also have it in adult dress. I will now come and pleat. You know, some nice pleating. Is it that I do this type of pleating? Or I do the other type of pleating that if the full length is like this, the pleating will now be something like this. You could know this one. This particular pleating, look at it and you know it. It's like when you are pleating, you are sewing at the middle part of your pleating. on top of your clothes. Do you understand? Pleats, so at the middle. Pleats, so at the middle. That is that one. While the other pleating that I did is pleats and so only at the top, attached at the top. So now these are the types. So now let's talk about the importance. Obviously now you guys know the importance. What's the importance of a shift dress? For easy movement. Okay, I think that's the most important reason. But for easy movement, for comfort, for easy wearing. Thank you. Now I forgot to say something. Shift dress in most cases, not, you can always twist your own. You guys understand? You can always remember, you can always modify your own. But shift dress in most cases comes, the neck style comes in form of what we call a boat neck. People know the shape of a boat. It can always looks like this, but yes, that is it. It's just this shape that I want. Look at it, this shape. So when it comes to neck styles, a round neck is like this. See? Are you seeing? Sometimes it's like a cup, a round neck. Now look at it. So from here now, let's say we have shoulder. Are you seeing it? This is a round neck. Now a canoe neck is like a canoe boat. You can always call it canoe neck or boat neck. Do you understand? So all these things has the reasons why. In fact, they have where those names emanated from. This one now, canoe neck, emanated from canoe. Do you understand? So just know that anything you know, whatever name you know, they know just Nema. It came from somewhere. There is a story behind it. Try to always know the story behind things. Be that inquisitive. So now, this is it now. So now, if I put like shoulder here, I put like, this one is a big dress actually. Then I put sleeve. Are you seeing it? That's a canoe neck. Now look at, let me draw it a place that is very clear. That's what we actually have here. Are you seeing it? Now look at it. Are you seeing it? Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. I want you to make sure you watch other of our videos, both the cutting and the sewing part of this shift dress. Also, if you've not bought our book, please make sure you do buy our book, because our book will help teach you how to sew any type of dress. Yes, make sure you comment in the comment section. Thanks, may God bless you.